Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the all-new 2023 Ford Maverick Tremor. Before we get into the video though, as always, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. And also a shout out to Kunani for sending me over a little decal of the Ford Maverick Tremor to basically make it so that I decided to make this video over another one today. And so yeah, shout out to her, and let's get into the video. First off, we have to talk about where this Maverick Tremor even came about. And this isn't just me guessing. This is in Ford's vehicle list as future products. So you guys can see here on what is Ford's website, if the camera will focus on it. There we go. 2023 Ford Raptor R and 2023 Ford Maverick Tremor. So that means it is a future vehicle for Ford. So yes, they are officially going to give us a Tremor version on the Maverick. Next thing, they're going to give us a Raptor version on the Maverick with a wide body, 37-inch tall tires, and long travel suspension. I'm just kidding. But let's talk about what this Tremor package actually contains. And it looks like this is just a branding thing for Ford at this point, because previously the Tremor package looked like it was going to be something that was just going to be reserved for the F-150 and for the Ranger, because we have the Ranger Tremor and the F-150 Tremor. So, you know, vehicles that can ultimately be turned into hardcore off-roaders. But now, since this package is being put on the Maverick, we can see that it's just marketing at the end of the day. So basically, it is most likely going to have the same exact tires as the FX4 package on the Maverick, which some of you might be disappointed by that, but you can't really fit massive tires on the Maverick as stock. It doesn't have enough space in the wheel wells, frankly, because again, it's not a huge vehicle. It's a unibody SUV with the truck bed, basically. So bigger tires, similar to what you have with the FX4. Now, this is going to be lifted more than the FX4 off the ground, so it's going to help out with ground clearance. This will have more ground clearance than the FX4 package with the Maverick. And then it might potentially have a slightly wider track, just like the F-150, but probably not. It's probably going to have the same track as a regular Maverick FX4. But the biggest differentiating factor is the fact that it's going to have the twin clutch system from the Ford Bronco Sport. That system is pretty advanced and basically mimics a rear locker in a sense. And this will now be put as part of this Maverick Tremor package to make it so it's more capable while off-roading, which I think is actually pretty cool. So that's the biggest change, right, is that twin clutch system from the Bronco Sport. It's also going to have all the normal Tremor bits on the outside, where you have like the gold accenting on the tow hooks and on the grill and throughout with the logos. And then it'll also kind of have just like a sportier theme, so certain elements throughout the truck will be darkened, you know, potentially like the headlight bezel and then maybe even the taillights as well. And then from an interior perspective, you've got that gold and black theme that you have in other Tremor models. So you might have Alcantara inserts, we don't know yet, but potentially Alcantara inserts with gold stitching throughout, and then, you know, gold piping, all that kind of stuff throughout the interior where it makes sense. And so it'll just basically be a Maverick Tremor. So if you guys have seen an F-150 Tremor or a Ranger Tremor, it's basically going to do the same thing. But again, more similar to what they've done with the F-150 Tremor, because that's just what they're doing with the Tremor brand now, is they're going for that gold aesthetic with the truck, basically. Now, in terms of pricing on this truck, I would expect this to be slightly more expensive than an FX4, and they're probably going to follow suit to what they did with the Ranger Tremor, where they have like an XLT version and then they have a Lariat version. Now, the F-150 does a similar thing. They just don't call it XLT and Lariat. You just basically have like the lower down package Tremor and the higher up package Tremor. So again, the Maverick will do the same thing. So I would expect the base price to be somewhere in the high 20s, low 30s, depending on how hard inflation hits us by the 2023 model year. And then the fully loaded price will be somewhere around $40,000 for a fully loaded Maverick with the Tremor package and the Lariat interior. And so I think that we should just get into what I think about this package, overall my recommendations with this package. So first off, I think it's really cool. I will say, though, I don't think this package is practical for 99% of Maverick buyers, because it's going to give you added off-road capability, and I don't think that people are actually taking Mavericks off-road. I think that they're just getting the FX4 package because it looks a little bit cooler than a regular Maverick, and it has more aggressive tires that are actually great for driving in the snow, and so you don't have to worry about getting a winter set of tires. You can just drive it with your FX4 tires all year round, right? So for most people, I don't really think that this is going to be practical. I think that a lot of people will get it because of the cool looks. Now, there will be like a small subset of people that will actually get some use out of it with that new twin clutch system. But again, I feel like that's a really small subset because I don't really see people taking this off-road. I think that the Ford Bronco Sport is the better vehicle to do a more budget-friendly off-road build, or frankly, just a base model Bronco, right? Now, the reason I say Bronco Sport is because it already has that twin clutch system at what could potentially be a more affordable rate compared to the Maverick Tremor. We'll see when official pricing is released. But on top of that, the Bronco Sport just has better dimensions for off-roading because it doesn't have a bed on the back of it, right? It's an SUV, and so it actually has pretty decent approach and departure angles. And on top of that, there's a really cool lift kit and tire kit you can get from the Maverick from Ford already, for the Maverick or for the Bronco Sport, frankly, is what I meant. That basically makes both of them more capable. But again, the Bronco Sport having better angles just makes more sense. So overall, this is a cool package, and it shows that Ford is going to Tremor the entire lineup. And so that's basically what we're going to see is with the trucks, we're going to have Tremors, and then with the SUVs, you guys can already tell that we're going to continue with the whole Timberline thing. So we have the Expedition Timberline, we also have the Explorer Timberline, and so now we're going to get an Escape Timberline, I'm sure, in the near future, and it'll just continue to go throughout the lineup. But what we need now, people, is we need Raptors of every vehicle now. So we need a Maverick Raptor and we need an Expedition Raptor, which frankly, that would be pretty crazy. Or an Explorer Raptor. Think about that. Think about an Explorer with like 33s or 35s and long travel suspension, Fox shocks, all that kind of stuff. Ford will never build it because it doesn't make any practical sense, but I still think that that would be a hilarious package to build. But anyways, I want you guys to let me know what you think about this new Maverick Tremor package, if you are planning on getting it, or if you think that this doesn't make sense and that Ford needs to do more to the package. If it was me making the decisions here, I think that what I would do to the Tremor package is figure out a way to put bigger tires on this compared to the FX4 so that it feels more differentiated for people, because again, just having a different four-wheel drive system is great for people that'll actually use it for off-roading, but in terms of getting people to like want the package, because most people don't take these vehicles off-road, they need to do a little bit more. So lift it even more compared to what it already has right now, and then just bigger tires, whatever they have to do to fit bigger tires that are like noticeably bigger compared to an FX4, so that it actually makes sense for a regular person to buy this over an FX4. And then before we cut off the video, the last thing I want to talk about is if you guys want me to make videos on vehicles that you're interested in, then just send me a message on Instagram or send me an email, and then we can talk about that on this channel if you guys want to suggest videos similar to what has happened with today's video. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see all of you in the next video.